Nathan Loading just asked a really good question about one of my posts. In my post, I had talked about, hey, we're using AI to do handwriting analysis on a physician's prescription, and then we are sending the physician a note saying, did we get it right? And if they don't say yes, we don't proceed. Nathan raised a very reasonable point. He said, hey, he said it very politely as the way that he does it, but he basically said, hey, why are you doing this stupid thing? Why are you doing handwriting analysis in the first place? Shouldn't you just build a system where the doctors can just enter the information, the prescription information the right way, and there's no opportunity for mistake? So he's got a really valid point. Here's the counterpoint. By the time I talk my customer into this, and then I get them to pull all the physicians together, and then we talk about whether we should do this or not, and then we go through all of the bureaucratic and political horse wrangling and horse trading that we have to do, and we come up with a UI that everyone agrees with. By the time I do all of that, it's going to be at least 6 months if I'm really, really aggressive. In the meantime, I was able to automate this entire process using Camunda and AI and IDP and RPA, including 6 integrations, and get it to a point where it's ready for a prototype in about 6 weeks. 6 weeks! So what does that tell me? What that tells me is I was able to solve a practical problem for my customer in a way that allows them to visualize a solution and also saves them 3 FTEs who can be doing much more important stuff than what they're doing now, which is getting emails and saving files in Excel and using a homegrown naming convention and following up with phone calls and all that other kind of stuff. Because I took the perspective of temporal architecture, I decided to stalk my prey and sneak up on it where it was rather than where I would like it to be. That's not to say that Nathan's suggestion is wrong. He actually is much more correct than I am. But I think there's a temporal perspective to this. I think that's the place we have to end up. But in the meantime, we can be recognizing efficiency and we can be recognizing value and automation while we're getting there. We'll save money while we're getting there. We'll decrease errors while we're getting there. I'd rather have something that's good enough in 6 to 8 weeks and then improve it over the course of the next 4 months, then wait 6 months for something that is perfect when I have it. I think that that is the difference between being an engineer and being a scientist. Scientists solve beautiful problems. Engineers solve practical problems. But if you squint your eyes, there's kind of an intersection where practical problems can be solved beautifully. And to me, that's what I really like about Camunda. It allows me to take a solution, implement it, and then increase its value, increase its efficiency, increase its optimization over time. I think that people can see things more closely when they get closer to it. And the whole idea of building things with Camunda very quickly, delivering them very quickly, and doing iterative, practical, pragmatic, kinetic energy things so people can see their solutions in motion and say, oh, I like this. I never thought about that. Let's measure that. I love that. I think that's really compelling. So, Nathan, you're not wrong. You're actually much more right than I am. But the reason we did it this way is because it was the practical thing to do. And I think the state that you're talking about, that better solution where everything is sort of integrated and there is not an opportunity to make the mistakes of handwriting, I think that is the end state that we should end up at. But until we get there, I want to have something that works. Anyway, I hope that you come back with counterpoints to this. I know you're very smart. Every time we've argued in the past, you've always changed my mind. So I hope you do it again this time. Thank you.